Hi everybody, we're back and we are continuing with our body rhythms, our body dances. And so what we did next was the send out and the return. So now we're going to do that. So we did send out, if you remember, okay, we were here and we did our da-da-da triple and we sent her out, boom. Okay, so now we're going to have her do an underarm pass. It's an underarm turn, we call it underarm pass. Now what happens, the leader gets off the slot, she starts coming down the slot. 1, 2, all he has to do is pick up the hand so she can go under. Now remember, she's traveling north and south pretty big, we travel east and west, we're pretty much in place. So all leaders have to do is keep their rhythm, keep that nice little rhythm. Remember, you got a nice little rhythm in your knees there. Just keep your nice rhythm going. Then when you want to turn, one of the indications we're dancing with each other is if our chest plates are facing each other. So when she goes by, it's like radar. I follow her, okay? Now that means when she's going by my right side, my left shoulder is going to turn in and that's going to turn me. And that's where our turns come from, our shoulders. If we want to turn to the right, we bring our left shoulder in. If we want to turn to the left, we bring our right shoulder in. Okay, and that's called contra body position. That is what we use for turns. And that always comes before the feet go. Top goes first, then the feet. There's almost a whole count of music between your top and your bottom if you're dancing naturally. Okay, so all I have to do is 1, 2, I keep my center facing her, that makes me turn. So I just rotate my shoulders a little bit, dum, 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 bum, bum, bum. That's my job. Okay, so next for the followers, they do a little bit more. So make sure that when you do that, you go by, this arm should actually go forward, okay, to let you go forward, right? And we're going to talk about more of that in the leading follow. But from the floor to move her, what she's supposed to do is push off her left foot, push, step, triple step, okay, which is much better movement than leaning back and pulling. That is a huge struggle, and usually people get very sore arms from doing that. So dancing isn't here to be painful. So what you want to do is push off that floor, push, step, triple step, triple step. Now what's supposed to happen if you're dancing well is that push has to carry through your next 4 steps, I should say 5 steps, okay? The big mistake is a lot of times people will push, they'll get to there, then they'll do their triple, then they'll do a triple in sections, okay? If you want to dance naturally, you'll push, and that push will follow you through all 5 steps. Push, step, triple, right. So you notice she went back on her right foot. So actually for the follower, she goes forward, forward, side and side, rock. So her forward movement actually doesn't stop until 5 when she puts that left foot back a little bit. Okay, that allows you to go through your 3 and 4 without stopping. The next big mistake is triple step, and we stop right there. Then we just turn to our anchors. Boring. You left out half the movement. If you go through 3 and 4, fall through and stop right here, now you've finished your triple step. So she is doing push, step, triple step, triple step. Push, step, triple step, makes it very easy. So you notice from here to here, that's all one motion. It does not stop and chop, you know, anywhere in the middle. It just goes right through, okay? We always fall through our movements. Very seldom, like I tell most people, when we're traveling down the line, we don't get enough push just to go to the next step. You want to get enough push to go to the second step. So that means whenever you're on a foot, you're almost always going through that foot. Much better dancing, okay? So she's going to push, push, step, triple step, push, step. She goes right through. Very nice, okay? Now, the same thing happens if we do the side pass, okay? This time, leaders, you get out of the way. You do your cross, you get out of the way. When you turn your body, well, one thing, once you get off the slot, she knows she's going forward, okay, because she has an open runway. So as soon as I'm here, let's do it this way, please. Okay, here. So if she's here, watch. So as soon as I go like this, she knows she's going down the slot. Okay, if not, if I stay on the slot and move, she knows she's doing a sugar push. But if I get off the slot here, she knows she's going down a slot. If I get off here. So that's a way of leading. Remember, there are 5 different ways to lead. There's not one. Okay, and one of them is positioning yourself so that she knows where to go. So as soon as I come over here, she knows she's going down there, so there's no struggle. Okay, so we'll do it from this side again. Okay, so when I get off the slot, 1, she pushes. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Okay, I get off the slot, she pushes. Down, 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 and one, oops. Okay, let's start that again. And push, step, triple step, triple step. Push, step, triple step, triple step. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2. Then if we want to close it up, it's just like a side pass. Remember, we're doing left side returns, okay? And we'll talk about the right side return a little bit later. Okay, but that's pretty much it. If so all we have to do is get a nice little push there. Oh, the other thing I want to remember before I forget, West Coast swing is like a hybrid. All the other dances, all the other swing dances, you keep a rhythm and you do your rock step all the time, okay? Whether it's 6 count, 8 count, whatever. Now, West Coast swing actually travels across the floor more, so that's more like a smooth dance, like a foxtrot or something like that, okay? So the techniques to go across the floor are the same as doing like a foxtrot. So when you walk, the one thing I forgot to mention was, when you walk, push, drag, step. That toe should drag, okay? So this, I'm talking more to the followers with this. Push, drag, push, drag, push, drag, right? So when you do your fall through, your toe can drag. So try that a couple times, okay? So we're going push, drag, push, drag, push, drag, push, drag. Let's go the other way. So go and push, drag, push, drag, push, drag. So drag is staying connected to the ground while we're falling through with the body, okay? Why does it stay connected to the ground? So that we don't go too fast to the music. Now another big mistake is when we step on one foot, we pick up the other. There's two things that are very wrong with that. If you're doing that, then you're constantly on one foot. So your balance is not as good as staying on 2 feet. So if I come here and step and don't take that foot off the ground, I'm very, very well balanced because I have 2 feet on the ground, okay? So you want to travel 2 feet and then release, not walk, walk, and travel on 1 foot because you're not as well balanced. Second, okay, if you are going from foot to foot, there's nothing to contain your timing. So you go too fast to the music. But if you drag, right now I'm going to use 2 beats. If you go 1, 2, 1, 2, the dragging foot makes sure that you don't go too fast, okay? And remember, dancing behind the music is best. That shows your best expression of what's coming out of those speakers. Okay, so we're going to exaggerate the drag so you can see what's happening. She's going push, drag, step, triple step, triple step. Push, drag, step, triple step, triple step. Push, drag, step, triple step, triple step. Push, drag, step, triple step. Exactly, okay? Very important concept. Like we said, when you do that, you're dragging that foot, that's slowing you down to the music, and it's giving you better balance because you're keeping 2 feet on the floor for as long as possible. And this is important. That's why the techniques we use are different than ballet, because in ballet, you are mostly on 1 foot and you're dancing by yourself, okay? So it doesn't matter. As soon as you get a partner and we have some connection going here, if you're on 1 foot and I connect with her, it knocks off balance. But if we're on 2 feet and connect the bodies, we're very solid, then release the foot. So anytime you have a body movement or a body connection, you have to be on 2 feet. When that's done, you can release it and go. And we'll talk more about that later on. But just remember right here, like we said, use the shoulders for turns, push, drag your foot. And that's pretty much it for those 2 variations. Again, play with that, have fun. Again, thanks for being with us.
Bye.